All right, guys, big update here. It's coming on the 30th. The big update that we really care about is this Accursed Tower clan based game mode. This is going to be your clan versus another clan versus the server. So, how it's going to work is on launch at 3 a.m. server time, there will be a option for your clan leader to try and select a tower. For those towers is what's going to happen is there's going to be towers all over the map. They're going to be able to see all these towers, and your clan leader will be able to select a tower to try and claim it. During the actual season, like the first week, we can only get one tower, but during the actual season, which is a week long, you can hold up to 2 towers under your control. And they're saying the seasons go from Monday 3 a.m. to Saturday 7 p.m. server time. And your clan leader can select the towers through the tower menu and attempt to claim it for your clan, plunging your clan into a PvE match against minions to control the tower and purify it. Only one tower can be claimed during the first week of the season. So that's what I was talking about, you claiming your first tower. Now, when you get down to it, there will be demonic hordes that go towards your clan's objective because you need cursed shards for slaying demons, and you use this as a leveling system. Just keep in mind it's kind of like the Purge the Depths. You can do as many depths as you want, but you only keep the remains, the best ones that you want out of that run, and you just disregard the other ones. So it's kind of like that, where once the timer runs out, the top 10 clan members with the highest cursed shards amounts will be added to your team's total. So you can have your whole clan doing it, but whoever got the most, the top 10, will end up contributing to your clan's total. And then at the end of the server time, Saturday 7 p.m., the clan that is collect the most shards amongst all other clans will then get to claim the tower. So all these PvE clans, you do have a chance to get your tower. Especially all you active clans may not be doing that 2-hour window of PvP. You get a chance to just constantly do this PvE event, accrue as much as points as possible, and once you actually get a tower for your clan, it will be occupied. It will be giving you different types of rewards, different bonuses, and then there's a corruption meter. That's the big one you want to be watched out for, is when your corruption meter raises so high, this is when clan members must defend your tower promptly, or it will be lost and reclaimed by another clan. This is also where the PvP event comes in.
PvP.
And yes, I did say PvP before, that you can have this PvP event happen. The corruption gets too high, leaving your tower vulnerable, or powering up your tower via your clan leader. You can have your clan leader choose to power up your tower, and by doing so, you will have increased attacks from demons. You will get increased bonuses and periodic rewards, but it will offer other clans, to challenge you for a PvP match to control the tower. This will also happen if, like I said, you do not get that corruption level down. So that corruption level, if that continues to get up, other clans can attest you, besides just powering up from your clan leader to get those rewards. I see our clan personally keeping it powered up so we can always fight somebody, which our clan particular is going to be welcoming this event. We would love to be able to take as many towers as we can and have people come fight for them. So I am looking forward to trying out this new PvP event. There are some pictures and screenshots of how the contesting works. the way it is going to work is you start a little battleground and you'll claim your first tower, they'll claim their first tower, and then you fight for occupancy over the 3 towers in the middle. So it's kind of like a little capture the flag, and you're basically killing each other and trying to hold the points the longest, and whoever holds the most towers the longest ends up winning the tower. So whether it was your tower to begin with or if you're claiming a new tower, this looks very exciting to happen. On top of that, there will be cursed items as well that will be new things that are going to be dropping. Start farming those Legos as soon as this update happens so you can start to try and find these, because it also does say that just because you don't have a tower, cursed Legos that will drop will be available to other clans that do not occupy towers. So it's not just for people that are occupying towers. All right, so when we come into the cursed items, it is a new type of legendary that have a cursed property. They can be used for both PvP and PvE. You can get it from your tower events, like I said before, or you can just find them throughout. They will have a positive and negative effect. An example is saying, like, there's a shoulder that you found that has a positive and negative effect, that it will give you a demonic roar to nearby enemies, but it also increases all the cooldowns on all your dash skills. Another one you found on a pair of boots, so a set item, will have a chance to release a demonic roar and reproduce primary attack damage. So keep that in mind, that there are some give and takes with these cursed items. They're also trying to show that there is a positive property for equipping both of them, but it also shows their negative properties. Cursed items will act as a double-edged sword that can provide you both extremely powerful bonuses, but will bolster your character's build. So keep that in mind when you're building your characters out, that maybe you're using a charge and you're used to getting your charge back every like 8 seconds, and now it's making it 15 seconds. But does the damage outweigh the cursed property? I have 3 new legendary gems coming to the fold, man. So right here we have a Lowe's focused 1-star gem that increases damage done by your charge skills. 20% charge speed is increased by 32%. So nice little 1-star gem, could be useful for barbs, monks, stuff like that. Definitely help out the lower res players. The new 2-star gem, Plain Clasp, increases damage dealt by 24% to enemies suffering from continual damage effect. When the enemy is suffering from a continuous damage is within 10 yards, your movement speed is increased by 6%. So really great for necros, really great for barbs doing their burn damage, any freeze damage, DHs, throwing some burn tick damage. That's continual damage. So a nice another 2-star gem to be added. A big 5-star gem. Your primary attack unleashes Aspect of Gloom for 6 seconds, during which your primary attack will trigger Gloom Blades that deals 68% base damage plus 275. Enemies hit with the Gloom Blades take 24% increased damage from your primary attacks for 3 seconds. Cannot occur more than once every 20 seconds. But if you're somebody like me that's fine with 70-50 resonance, unless I get it with one of the free packs that I buy weekly, and I happen to get a 5 out of 5, I'll level it on the side, sort of like what I was doing when I bought that pack and ended up getting a 5 out of 5 Hellfire. I've slowly been leveling it up with my pearls and things like that. So just keep that in mind, like, until they come out with a way to transfer a 5 out of 5 essence into another one, if they ever decided to do that, most people that have been playing for almost a year now are not going to jump to and try and swap this gem. Here's our new set item. This is the Banquet of Eyes. So if you look at it right there, 2-piece damage dealt to enemy suffering from your lost control over time increases by 15%. 4-piece critical hit chance increased by 2.5% up to 25% for every nearby enemy suffering. And then 6-piece, you apply damage over time. You enter a poison rage for 12 seconds in which your damage will corrode enemies, dealing damage over 3 seconds. Cannot enter poison rage more than every 40 seconds. That's why I was saying I need to see, I will be testing out the 2, the 4, the 6-piece just to see what happens to it, because you never know. It could be better than the Grace proc, but right now the overall Grace proc, you have a 4% chance to unleash Lightning Strike. It says stunning them for 1 second can occur more often than 40 seconds. It occurs a lot more than 40 seconds. So if it does the same thing as the Grace, I think it'll be kind of funny. This one does channel and persistent ground damage. This one does not. This is damage over time. So fire tick damage that you apply to somebody, your seeping tick damage, your bleed tick damage, stuff like that over time. Not burning the ground, not freezing the ground, stuff like that. So keep that in mind, that these are slightly different. As we get down, they did make an adjustment to where, and we will have to see where everything else fell for the set items, because right now it shows they got both rings at Dread Reaver, and then you have the amulet and rapids, hands at Tomb Fahir, Forgotten Towers got the belt, and Mad King for your feet. So whenever they make those adjustments, we'll have to see if that overall affects the current dungeon drops. I don't think they're going to change it. They just moved them all around the dungeons. We have a limited time event, which we get those all the time. They're doing a new Recall Your Friend limited time. So if you had guys that you recruited to the server or to the game and they started leveling up, as long as they got a character to level 20, you could share your code and get them to come back. That'll be starting on the 30th as well. So the biggest thing for the recall is they have to have not logged into Diablo Immortal in the last 14 days and are at least level 20 or higher. Once that happens, they can start accumulating rewards for you. And then there's slight points for recalling 1, 2, and all the way to 3 players, and so on and so forth. So if you are one of those people that are working towards all these rewards, there you go. They're coming back. On top of that, the code will give Bulging Dust, Scrap Gold at 40, Rare Crest Bulging Dust, stuff like that. And then it'll end April 27th. So little less than a month. But it says players will have until May 25th to reach level 40 to claim the additional rewards. So they could keep playing and gain rewards till the following month, which is kind of nice for those people. Some of the feature updates, the big updates that are coming along, is the Rite of Exile. Players belonging to both sides, winning or losing, will be rewarded random items, including legendary and set items, hilts, and scrap material. This is what I like, is the guaranteed legendary and set item, because so many times you go, oh, I got a Lego, oh, I got a Lego, and then you go, oh man, I just got yellows. Like throughout the clan, you hear it in our Discord all the time. So it's inconsistent who gets what. It doesn't matter. That it's nice that it's going to be another guaranteed to give stuff out to people. Raiding the vault, little bit of improvement there. Monsters killed will have a chance to drop some random rarity. So I'm assuming they could drop random Legos, maybe not, but we'll have to see. Experience and gold. Players engaged in Shadow Reward will receive increased experience and guaranteed random legendary items. defending the vault. Players that successfully defend the vault will be, not only do they get their hilts, but they'll get experience, gold, and scrap. So that's a big thing for Immortals, because all they do is get hilts by killing the players after they've started to loot the floor. If they don't do anything, you kill them the moment they get onto the floor, you don't get anything. We just got Immortals. It is what it is. We got to make it work. But the other thing, Immortal Age, advancement chests will reward hilts, random rarity, and gold. Heavy ordnance chests will reward 1 monster essence. So they're trying to get, because I see so many people are not opening these chests because they weren't really ever worth it. Occasionally, in 11 months, I've opened one of these chests and gotten a legendary out of it. One. And that was here recently on the grind to 600. We just happened to open up the chest because it was screwing up our runs, and it popped a Lego out. All right. 1 in 11 months. Yeah. Essence, sure. Why not? All main quests rewards will give additional experience. All right. That'll be nice to see for everybody coming in. Players will also receive rare crests as they do their Explorer achievements with milestones at 50, 70, and 100%. I don't know why they're thinking this is going to balance. We've been talking about this back and forth. But for defense on Battlegrounds, they are changing, and for row, instead of you being the defender and only needing 55 kills, they're changing it to 65. We knew this was coming. I still want them to fix the party bug. I still want them to fix a lot of other bugs that they have. The slow time bug, the permanent slow bug with Barb. Anybody who runs Time Bubble can put a permanent slow if they die on it, and the only way to get rid of it is to either Alt F4, close your game, relog, or for you to die in that slow time bubble again. So it's really interesting that that's the only change they made. But here is the big Shadow War time change that I was talking about. Shadow Wars now begin at 7:30 server time for the preliminary round, and at 7:30 p.m. on Saturdays for the final third place playoff rounds. Shadow Wars will begin at 7:10 server time to give players enough time to organize their fight. So that's kind of why I think they're changing a little bit of the times for battles, but we'll have to see. Now, the big thing, and if you're like me or somebody that doesn't like to run these pesky rare crests, you can see right behind me, I know I'm cutting it off quite a bit, but if you look over here, bam, look at all those rare crests. So they are now going to be doing allowing you to run 10 at a time. 10 rare crests at a time. Did you say 10 rare crests so we can run them now? Just like we do legendary crests? I did say 10. That's awesome. You're right. So another big thing that they're going to be doing is making a seamless join for clans. If you're in a small clan and not in a large clan, they're going to push to you to join a large clan. But the big thing that caught my eye, which I was worried about, is players that are currently in a clan can apply to a new clan without leaving their current clan. If they're accepted into a new clan, they will automatically leave the old one and join the new one. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of issues that are going to come with that, just for the fact when it comes to Rite of Exile, we already have people that will make alt clans that make it into Shadow War top 10 so they can rig the Immortals so they can take the reign, stuff like that, that now we're going to have a seamless join feature. I did ask, we're still waiting on a response, but let's see what the devs think about this, shall we? What do you think, developers? Do you see this clan swapping to be an issue at all? Do you see anything? No, 100% confirmed. It'll be just fine. Just fine. Well, you heard it there, guys. The devs are saying they see no issues. So keep that in mind when clan transferring. On top of that, they're going to be opening up the Hero's Journey, Chapter 5 and 6. So, Chapter 5 will give you a legendary crest, some keys, 50,000 gold. 6 will give you a cosmetic portrait, legendary crest, hilt, and 36 keys. Also, new update to the hilts vendor. They will be performing 2 transactions, may be performed 15 times a week. Hilts. You can trade 100 hilts for 50 scrap, 75 hilts for 5 enchanted dust. So currently it's like 25 and 15 or something like that. And you pay 15, you get 1 bulging dust. You pay the 25 or 50 and you're getting some pesky 15 scrap material. So they're upping the count is what they're doing. They're also adding just some clan navigation stuff with the new events coming for today or tomorrow on your actual tracker. And then for bestiaries, they're adding 20 new bestiary entries to include all the new Heliquary bosses. They're also, every 10 bestiaries will get you a rare crest. Players will receive a legendary crest after collecting 50 or 100 bestiary entries. So we'll have to see how that's accumulated. If you got a little tracker like your codex that shows how many bestiaries you've done, I guarantee it's probably not going to predate anything. So it's not going to just go, boom, you've done all this. Or it could be on the codex where you reached a certain hell level tier after you completed that last event and you go to it and it's like, oh, you can claim this one too. Maybe it is like that. We'll just have to see once it actually goes live. So just keep that in mind. And then the next biggest thing on the menu, the hide helmet cosmetic option. It was supposed to come out last little small update ago, but then right before launch, they actually found an issue with the hide helmet cosmetic function, so they decided to pull it from the update. They are saying they got all the bugs fixed. We'll have to wait and see, but they are saying you can go dress up your character's face and use the hide helmet feature. So that'll be coming out. We looked at bugs and fixes. They haven't updated anything from the last one. So just keep that in mind, like the last thing for patch notes, all that stuff. Everything, the last major update was on the 21st. So nothing new has come out. And remember, guys, if you like this video, please hit that subscribe button. Join me on Twitch when I stream, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.